Ready.
Okay, so whenever you're looking at pricing or you're doing pricing, one of the nice things I like to do is I like to go into AirDNA. So what you'll do is you'll log in www.airdna.co. A lot of the times, the tabs that I most often use are in my bookmarks. Okay, so you might see it. You might see it here. If you don't see it, we can always easily add it. Okay, so it doesn't appear for whatever reason. It's not in the bookmarks. So I'm gonna take the login page and I'll put that in the bookmarks. Okay, so you're gonna click on this right here, and you're gonna put bookmark, and then bookmark this tab. Okay, and then you're gonna put AirDNA. You don't need this long description. That's all you need is AirDNA. AIR Okay, and then you could put it in the bookmark bar. Okay, but in order to get it in the bookmark bar, you have to be able to drag it here and put it somewhere else and move something.
Yeah.
So whatever's not important, like this is not important. This doesn't need to be in the bookmark bar. You know? So now we've got AirDNA in our bookmark bar. Okay. So we can click on that. It's already logged in. All right. And then we're going to go to smart rates. Okay. And the nice thing with doing this is when we can change our filters to whatever the house is. If it's a 6-bedroom house or a 7 or 8, just go 6 plus. Okay. And then you can go 50%, 75%, 80%, 90%, whatever the case is. Okay. And then you go apply. Okay. So this is 6 bedrooms. This is just the median of what people are getting. You know, if we're getting something close to the median, we're not doing bad. We're doing okay. What this demand tells us, if you click on each date, it tells us that there's very, very low demand. I mean, this weekend is supposed to be really bad. Thankfully, we booked, I think, for 3 nights on these dates. But that's very bad. 31, 41. This is a Friday. That's 41% occupancy, which is really bad. Saturday's 48. Sunday's 45. You know. Monday's July 4th is 37, which means July 4th is not even like a hit here. There's a lot of properties available. Like 3/4 are available, you know. Tells you right here the average rate, 748, or what's available is 748. What the average rates of booked is been about 800. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to print this out. So you can just take this whole page and you can go Control P. Okay. And you can do it one of two ways. You can save it as a PDF, which since this computer doesn't work, which we probably have to get fixed for the printer, just go Control P. You can save this, and then you can go to Documents. You always want to be able to do the documents, and then you can put Airbnb documents, and you can create a right click here, and that's going to put a new folder here, okay, and then it's going to be at Airbnb documents. Okay, or Airbnb pricing, AirDNA. Okay, we're gonna click on this now. Here, Airbnb. Okay, and then we're just gonna take the month, and this is gonna be July 2022. 2022. All right, and now this is now what it's done is this created a calendar for us essentially. Okay, with the demand, which we can make bigger, which we can make smaller, whatever the case is. And then we can kind of go in and do our pricing knowing what the demand is. And we can write our pricing on this, assuming we can get it big enough. But at the very minimum, you have it printed out next to you when you're doing your stuff, and then you can click on it by date to see what's going on. So, as an example, if I didn't have July 30th to the 4th sold, okay, what I would do is I would go into Airbnb. This part I've already showed you guys, where you're looking at 6-bedroom, 4 baths or competitors and manual pricing your software. So that's basically it. So the goal is when you're manually doing this, you're taking lowest price, highest price, okay, listing what the lowest and the highest is that fits in our category, and then you're harding anything that you think we compete with, okay. So if we compete with 20 properties that are 6-bedroom, 4 bath, right? Then what you need to do is, if it's like last minute, like it is right now, I would want to give the house away. I'd want to be the cheapest one out of the 20 properties, so we're the next one that books if somebody's looking for something nice. You know, sometimes if I feel like there's no demand, I'll even price it as a 5-bedroom, 3 bath, even though the house is a 7-bedroom, 4 bath, because the likelihood of you getting a big group to come last minute is very small. And so that's basically it. So if we go to our calendar right now and we take a look at what's going on this weekend, this is the Airbnb calendar. You always need to use ExpressVPN, which is at the bottom. It should always stay connected. Okay. And this is an overview of the entire Airbnb map of what's happening. Okay. So these are all duplicate listings and they're all blocked off. That means I sold the dates already. That's why they're all blocked off like this. Okay. This is a duplicate listing here. It's like one of the condos. Okay. This is Classy Home with heated pool. This is Wow Factor. I changed the name from Wow Factor to Classy. Okay. You can see that this is booked. Then you can see that Classy SC is also closed off, so nobody can double book the house, right? Then you got Gangster. It's not booked today, okay? So what I would like to do is I like to go in here, okay? Because this is the fast way of doing it. I've never really gotten comfortable with doing it this way, but you can do it this way if you like. So see how it says 7-night minimum? That's wrong. We're going to make this a 1-night minimum, and we're going to save it. Now there's a small chance. I'm going to make the price $399. There's a small chance we book this house today. But just the fact that we're doing this makes us different than 90% of the hosts, because nobody wants a 1-day booking. Okay? So today's the 30th, so we just made the price. We're going with a 1-day minimum. We're saving this to $399. We're saving it. Normally what you would want to do is before you just make the price whatever you want to make it, you just check to see where you sit at. Okay? Gangster again here, it's listed as $453. Okay? And then we're going to go 1-night minimum because we don't want to lose. We want to be able to sell this night if it's somehow possible. Usually I like to take their price tips. Mm-hmm. And because a last minute booking, the best way to do it is to take their price tips. They tell you if you list it at our price, you have a very strong chance of selling your house. The problem is they're stupid, and sometimes you have the house listed for $199 and they want you to charge $800. So you cannot trust Airbnb when it comes to pricing when it goes higher than your manual pricing. Okay. When it's lower, you could take it. Sometimes I won't do it because they want me to charge $400 on a house that I think is worth $900. I just won't do it, you know? But basically what the story this is telling us is that anybody that wants to book this house right now, I already got a booking for Montreal. So this Gangster dupe really needs to be blocked off because it's not even much more money, okay? Because we don't want anyone to book this house. So we're gonna save this and we're gonna block it off. Now normally you block stuff off in the beta Hosttools software, but the software has been acting funky. But let's just go in here and see if it's even blocked off for starters. So let's go to the Gangster dupe. Let's go ahead and go to my calendar. And then we're going to go to the Gangster dupe. Okay. Gangster Hatcher. Let's see what's here. Okay, 9620. Austin. See, it's weird. It doesn't even show up here. I don't even understand.
That's for the 24th of June.
24th of June?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be here somewhere. Look. Follow it down.
He's coming July 1st. It's only showing you.
Oh, okay. My bad. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it does show up. So we want to block it off here. Okay. The reason I want to block it off is I don't like to sell. I have a moral compass where I will not cancel someone's reservation in the middle of their stay. Mm-hmm. If somebody's paying me 3 times the money, I'm an entrepreneur. I will take their money. 2 times the money, I will take their money. And I'll tell Montreal, sorry, I can't host you, bro. And he'll have to figure it out. And I'm not the only game in town. Okay, he can find another house. It's not going to be the end of the world. But what I want to do right now is I want to block this. Okay, I want to put block. I'm going to put Montreal block. Okay, so Montreal block. And we're going to save this to avoid a double booking from happening. The idea is if you're going to double or try to triple book your property, you're getting more money. Okay. So the fact that the duplicate listing is so close to the price means that I need to up the price. That's really what that means. Now, do you see how this is pink and now this is orange? You see how it's yellow? So we did a manual block on it?
Yes.
So now this should tell Verbo and tell Airbnb, hey, buddy, don't let anyone book this house. Okay? So Hatcher, this is a sign of a double booking typically. You see 2 of these. But you see it says Tracy Traw. Mm-hmm. You see how it says Richard Traw? It's the same people. Okay? And then I blocked off when I have someone in a house, I watch a lot of videos, and what the videos tell you is that Airbnb is looking at how often your property books and how many clicks are people are looking at it and how long they're spending on it. And and they tell you all these tips to get better results in the search engine and be on page one. So in the perfect world, you're blocking stuff off, even if you're duplicates. Especially when it's like the day of, like if it's a day of or the day, what I'm saying? I'm doing it right now, but I normally would do it like the day of. The day of, nobody's paid me what I wanted. Okay, you can't have the house anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, all right. So contemporary, for whatever reason this is showing, it's open, which doesn't make any sense because I know it's not open. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's open in June and they're ending their reservation. Let me look here real quick here. So contemporary, you could see it here. It ends on the 30th. The reservation ends on the 30th. So that makes sense why that's open. Okay? So today's the 30th. So, okay, so let's go to July 1st. All right. We already sold, I believe we already messed up, and somehow the software did not talk to the other software, and somehow this house got sold twice, which is bad because now I got to figure out what to do, why it happened. I don't even know why it happened. So I'm going to block Montreal. And I'm going to block Montreal again here. Let's make sure I got the right dates here. Yeah, it's the right dates. You can do it this way too. This is like a little shortcut.
Okay.
To do it. But I just want to make sure. It's going to put lines through it. Let's just see if it works here. Yeah, it did. But we don't want a line on this date here. So you want to unblock that date there. I usually just like to do it like block Montreal. Just so it shows up. But there we go. So now it's open. So nobody can book till you get here. Okay. So now we're going through here. Contemporary's wide open. Okay. Which kind of sucks. So that means we need to reduce the price. We might need to do some manual pricing on contemporary. Pretentious dupe is available, but it shouldn't be available because I have guests there already. Meaning it doesn't matter what they were willing to pay me. This should have already been blocked. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put, I don't remember what her name is. I'm going to add the reservation. I'm just going to put solar company at house. Airbnb. All I'm trying to do is block this out to avoid any headache. Okay? Now the good news is I have so many properties that usually if shit hits the fan, I can usually move them around. But now you can see here that nobody's going to be able to book this house. Ritzy dupe. Ritzy's showing available, but the dupe is booked. Okay? Which is amazing. Okay? So we kind of want to take Ritzy off the market right now. We want to block it off because we don't want anybody to book because we're already booked on Airbnb. When we finish this, I will show you how to link listings, and that is something we have not been doing. But it will avoid double booking happening on Airbnb. Okay. SC Lavish. Usually, what you do is you can connect one property to another, but the property cannot be Airbnb to Airbnb. It's got to be Airbnb to Vrbo. Okay. So what we should do is we should create a Vrbo listing, which we may already have done. It's just not showing up. And we may even be able to because this just looks like it's 3 listings here on one. But do you see how I was talking about we got a double booking? Okay. We got a booking on a property that's already booked. They booked. Why is this called gangster? I'm so confused. This is not supposed to be gangster. This is not gangster. This is pretentious. I don't know who did this. Maybe somebody manually changed a nickname. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I did. I don't know. Some was a mistake made somewhere here, because it's not. But it's linked to dupe gangster. I'm so confused right now. I have to look to see what's going on over here. But so basically that's the end of the video. But we're just